We don't know yet. We'll talk to her people. She's going to give a statement in some form. We don't know. It may be in person. It may be recorded. It may be written. We'll see.
How much time are you guys looking to request?
That'll be in our sentencing memorandum, which we'll file in the next 2 weeks. The sentencing range on this case is roughly 9 years all the way up to 22 years and 8 months.
So minimum is 9 years?
Yes, the minimum will be approximately 9 years. Now, the judge could theoretically stay certain allegations and get below that without.
Do you feel that's appropriate for the nature of the crime?
Get 9 years.
My job as a deputy district attorney is to enforce the laws as they're written by the legislature, so I don't really make those decisions.
I'm asking you as a human, not a...
So I would say that anytime you point a gun at somebody and pull the trigger 5 times, that's an action that could easily kill a person. I think that's an action that deserves serious consequences.
But that's not necessarily what happened, because Sean Kelly said something totally different. He said the 2 women fought, and then they were outside, one went back into the car to retrieve something, and then there was flashes. So how do you put 5 shots in Tory's hand?
Well, that's based on Megan's testimony, Kelsey's testimony, and Sean's testimony together. So
yeah, but Sean Kelly's testimony changed after he spoke to you. In the transcripts, it says what I just said. He didn't add they were stomping on her and trying to kill her and throw her on the river until he got on the stand. He was originally thought of as Tory's witness, not Megan's.
And the credibility of witnesses is in the province of the jury, right?
Have you studied the psychological nature of memory consolidation and how it affects a witness testimony?
I would just add that Sean Kelly also said that
It's not answering my question,
and
sir.
the theory of the case from the outset was that Tory fired the gun 5 times at Megan. That was our theory of the case.
That was your theory,
and that's
but
what was
Megan said
presented
it,
to the
right?
Jury, and that's the jury ultimately endorsed that theory and voted guilty. I mean, to convict somebody of assault with a semi-automatic firearm, that's what they believed was true, based on the facts that they heard. So
No, I
it's not my place to question.
One
the
thing that was
judgment of the jury.
noticeably missing from the post-conviction filings was anything about the jurors. A lot of the times in motions for new trial, you'll see defense attorneys quote jurors, things like that. Have you heard about whether anyone's had contact with them about their cooperation?
One way you can get a motion for a new trial is if a juror says something inappropriate happened, like they flipped the coin and reached a verdict that way.
Yeah, but what about a
that wasn't the
reporter
case here.
that's the mouthpiece of the prosecution that lies blatantly that the defendant is screaming in public?
I think the reporters that cover this case are doing a great job. I think
You didn't answer the question. What about reporters that do things that are a lie and they're promoted by BET, which is owned by Viacom, which also has a relationship with Rock Nation? How is that fair journalism, or how are they a real court reporter?
I have nothing but respect for the media that cover this case. I think everybody's doing the best job they can.
That's slick.
Can you explain the enhancements? I know there's like a gun enhancement. Can you explain that? Like there's a 9-year minimum, but on top of that, would there be a gun enhancement stacked on that?
Yeah, so the assault with a semi-automatic firearm carries a sentencing range up to 9 years. But then the jury also found true that the defendant personally used a firearm, which carries a triad of 3, 4, or 10 years. So,
But this is the other weird question.
Let him finish.
Theoretically, on count 1, it gets 19 years if you got high term on the assault with a semi-automatic
You
firearm.
won't be an asshole, but
And
me.
then high term on the identification. But that would be if you got high term on that.
But how did you prove it was his gun, though?
So for that allegation, you don't have to prove that it was his gun, just that he personally discharged the firearm.
Yeah, but it's DNA. But the DNA.
This is the last question.
Let me get one quick question in. Can the
Based
enhancement
on that, we're going to be using.
can the enhancement run concurrent with the other sentence, or does the enhancement have to be run consecutively?
Yeah, good question. There's discretion in the trial court to run concurrent or consecutive.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's discretion there.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone.
Was there anything that you wanted to add, being a person who
Witness?
testified and a witness to the case? Was there anything that,
Thank you.
Anyway, so young lawyers.